I think I made the perfect shelf for your Disney cars collection, holding 100 plus cars, looks good, and it fits completely flush onto the wall. Let me show you how I made it. Welcome back to DIY, cause I got some things I wanna show you. DIY, cause I gotta. If you even the song, then I'll sing it again. Alright, so our goal is to go to a shop and get some wood. I went to B&Q and got the sizes of wood that I think would be perfect for this project. To help me with this, my brother gave me two McQueen cars. One was the longest and one was the tallest, out of my nephew's collection, which by the way, this was who I was making this project for. I actually just drove past and my brother was just parked up, so I've just got the wood for his project, for his son's project, and he's right there. Now I have the wood, I can start with the planning. I first drawed out all the measurements onto my book and then calculated how much spaces I need for the cars. Now of those measurements, I did something quite unique. I cut out some A4 paper, sellotaped it together till it was the same size as my biggest face on the bits of wood, and then I drawed out the measurements onto the paper, took it to my brother's house and see how many car spots I could have. And this actually worked out pretty good because I could have a 10 by 10, which means 100 car spots, and there's even space at the top for 10 more. So this is a pretty mental and perfect calculation. Now I know that's all good, I can transfer all the calculations onto the wood and finally start cutting. To help me with this, I finally bought myself a portable DIY bench thingy. This helped me out more than I could have realised, holding it in place and keeping it off the floor because you really don't want to ruin your carpet. And it helped me so much when I was routering later on in this video. This was literally a lifesaver. Then after I sawed out the lines that I made with a saw and then chiseled them out, all the parts in between are going to be interlocking with each other. So I gave this a test fit and I let my daughter lay on it, which was a bad mistake because the last one snapped off. So the big mistake I made is only leaving a centimetre on the end. So next time I know to make that more than 1 centimetre. But all I had to do was glue that back on and it was all good. So I continued on cutting and chiselling out these bits. By the end I had a whole bag full of these cut off bits. The first person to guess how many is in this bag will get a subscribe to me. I will show you by my community page on YouTube, showing that I'll subscribe to you. Now with all the bits cut out, I can finally do the big test fit to see how this all looks together, which I was very excited for. And putting it all together, it came out spot on. If I was off on any of the measurements or the cutting, this wouldn't have fit properly. But everything sits so snug together, I can even lift this without any of the bits coming out. So this turned out really awesome. Now all I have to do is get the router out and cut out a section for the fence. Around the wood I have these two lines that with a 6mm gap. This section I need to cut out so I can inlay a piece of wood to act as a fence so the cars don't fall off. Haha! Haha! Oh yes. Oh yes. I pretty much use this router for every woodworking project I do, and I never had an easier time than with this project. This table really helped me out a lot, being able to hold the wood in place and then add extra wood to use as a railing so I can make straight cuts using the router. I really had a good and easy time with this. The only problem is this router is so messy. It really obliterates the wood and chucks it everywhere. But honestly, this wasn't so bad and I had a good time with it. So satisfying getting these cuts done. Make a racetrack now. Now that that's done, let's put in that 6mm piece of wood in and spray paint it red, glue it up and put it on the wall. Sounds pretty good to me. Oh, that's some good British tea. Skimmity cricket. Skimmity cricket. Skimmity riz. Skimmity cricket. Wonder if Skimmity riz is British. Who made it up? Who knows? Some legendary kid on TikTok. So after sanding those areas, I got my 6x6mm pieces of wood, cut it to size, and then inlaid it into the area that we cut out with a fair bit of wood glue. With all the cutting side of this done, I can finally start trying to paint this. I gave my brother two options, either varnish it and have a wood look, or paint it. He liked the idea of having it like a McQueen red, which makes sense, so I tried two options, either paint or spray paint. And we actually ended up using spray paint, which I found this really cheap, £2.50 cans of spray paint, and it actually had a really nice look to it considering how cheap it was. So that was a double win for me. And yes, after doing a good couple of coats on this started to look sick, and I made sure to do a clear coat on this as well, just to give it a little bit extra protection when Oakley's taking it on and off the shelf. All finished up. So let's take the bits of tape off and glue this together. I'm sorry, it's been so long. I really want to see this just together, all in one, to actually see it, you know. Let's do it. Better not have been staring at my arse. Tell them what we have to do. What do we have to do with that?
Put it off.
Tell them.
I have to do put a stickers off.
Deal.
Whoa!
So before I was painting, I put a bit of frog tape on all the bits I wanted glued up. I wanted the wood to be touching the wood when gluing, therefore making this a lot stronger. To make sure this glued correctly, I assembled it all together first and then took sections out and added the glue and then put it back. This way it wouldn't glue inaccurate and wonky, so this made it so it was all spot on when it all dries up. After leaving it with a weight on top for about an hour, I took it all off and had a look. I'm personally very proud of this. This came out spot on. All the lines are straight and the colour looks sick. All I have to do now is inlay a French pleat into the back of this, so when it goes onto my brother's wall it's going to be completely flat. That didn't take too long, but yes, now all that's done, we can go to my brother's house and put this bad boy up. Just as well. There's only just, that's right up.
And there's the driver.
Where is it?
Okay.
Where did I put it?
Here.
Where?
In
Where?
the wall.
Where is it?
In the wall.
On the roof?
No, in the wall.
Floor?
No wall.
It's on the wall!
Yeah.
Where are you gonna
put it?
Right there. Good
Whoa.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, and there it is, in all of its 110 spaces glory. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. I'm really proud of how this one turned out. Video 2, I think, went really well. I got Has Been Hotel coming up next, so can't wait to finish that off because that's been taking a long time. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope to see you in the next one. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Yeah.
Bye!
Bye.
Say subscribe.
Subscribe.
Very close.